once again welcome to School Coaching Point. So if you are watching the video for the first time, so kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the notification of the upcoming videos. So today we will start division of integers. So in division of integers you have already learned in class 6. Integers means these are the combination of both the positive and negative numbers along with 0. And what is the main properties of the number? Each number does not have any fractional part. That means -1 is an integer, and in this number the fractional part is 0 because -1 you can write as -1.0. So this is the fractional part. This is known as fractional part. So integers means these are the positive and negative numbers along with 0. And what is the property? The fractional part of all the numbers should be 0. So in number line, so we can represent the integers by, so right hand sides are represented by the positive number. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. It's -1, -2, -3, -4, ... And how many integers? Infinite number of integers, uncountable numbers. You cannot find out the total number of integers in the number system. Uncountable numbers, infinite numbers. And this is the representation of integers, and we have seen that in all this number the fractional part is always 0. Now what is the main topic? Division of integers. So in this topic basically we will learn how to divide any two integers. So for example, 5 is an integer, is divided by 2. So 5 is an integer, 2 is also an integer, so we should divide 5 by 2. So 5 divided by 2 means we should divide 5 by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 1 carry, decimal point is 0, 5 2s are 10. So 5 by 2, it means 2.5. So what is the main property you should remember while you divide any two integer? The denominator part should not be 0. That means suppose 5 we are taking one integer, so we cannot divide 5 by 0. That means divisor should not be 0. Divisors should not be 0. So when we divide 5 by 0, the result becomes undefined. We cannot define the value. It's undefined. That means any two integers we can divide. So this is the rule number 1. So suppose a is an integer, we can divide by another integer b such that b not equals to 0. That means the divisor should not be 0. Then rule number 2, when you divide a negative number, that means when we divide a negative integers by a positive integers, the result is always negative. Result is always negative. So when we divide a negative integers by a positive integers, the result is always negative. When you divide a negative integer by a negative integer, the result is always positive. So these are the 3 important points you should remember. Division never be 0. point number 2, when you divide a negative integer by a positive integer, the result is always a negative number. When you divide a negative integer by a negative integer, the result is always positive. So these are some key points you should remember. Now let's move to the exercise 1.4. So in exercise 1.4, this is the question number 1A in front of you. 30 minus 30 we should divide by 10. So minus 30 we should divide by 10. So in this case, a negative integer is divided by a positive integer. That means the result is always a negative integers. So it's minus 30 divided by 10 means minus 30 by 10. So minus 30 by 10, you can cancel this to 0. So what should be the answer? Minus 3. It's very easy. So don't confuse. So it's minus 30 divided by 10. So 0 we can cancel. So answer is minus 3. In question number B, 50 is a positive integer. We are dividing by a negative integer. So in this case, what to do? First of all, we should remove the minus sign from the denominator. So 50 divided by minus 5, we can write 50 by minus 5. So we should remove this minus sign from the denominator. So what is the rule? Simply multiplying minus 1 in the denominator as well as in the numerator. So this is one of the important question you should remember when you have seen one negative integers in the denominator. That means when the divisor is a negative integer, that time we should remove the negative sign first. So what is the rule? Simply multiplying minus 1 with the denominator as well as with the numerator. So 50 into minus 1, it becomes minus 50. So minus 5 into minus 1, it becomes plus 5. Because when there are two minus sign and the sign is multiplication sign, then it becomes plus, minus plus. Now minus 50 divided by 5. So what should be the result? You can divide or you can do the cancellation also. So 5 tens are. So the answer is minus 10. So let's move to the next number. 13 divided by third bracket minus 2 plus 1. So in this type of question, what is the key point you should remember? Whatever the number given inside the bracket, we should do the simplification for that part. This is the key point. So since inside the third bracket minus 2 plus 1 is given, so first of all we should simplify that part. So 13 divided by, inside the third bracket we should do the simplification first. So it's minus 2 plus 1. So it's 13 divided by minus 2 plus 1, it's minus 1. So once again 13 divided by minus 1. So here the denominator is minus 1, minus sign. So how can we remove the minus sign? We have already learned simply multiplying by the minus 1 in the numerator as well as with the denominator. It means minus 1 into minus 1, 13 into minus 1. So it becomes minus 13. So minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. So answer is minus 13. number f. 0 divided by minus 12. So once again minus sign is in the denominator. So we should remove the minus sign by multiplying minus 1 with the numerator as well as with the denominator. So it's 0 into minus 1 minus 12 into minus 1. So it becomes 0 into minus 1, 0. So 12 in minus 12 into minus 1, it's 12. So 0 divided by 12, so answer is 0. So when you divide 0 by any number, the result is always 0. So move to the question number Z. So minus 31 divide third bracket minus 30 plus minus 1. So we have already discussed. So inside the third bracket, inside the bracket, we should do the simplification first. So it's minus 31 divided by third bracket, it's minus 30 plus minus minus 1. So simply remove the bracket, it's minus 30. So it's plus into minus 1, minus 1. So minus 31 divided by minus 30 minus 1, it becomes minus 31. So here both the negative integers, so the result is always positive. So minus 31 by minus 31. So in this step, no need to multiply it by the minus 1 because numerator also it has the minus sign, denominator also it has the minus sign. So you can cancel directly. So after cancellation, it becomes 1. So this is the second question in front of you. Verify that A divide B plus C not equals to A divide B plus A divide C. So in this case, the value of A, B, C are given. So first of all, we should write down the left hand side. So left hand side, A divide B plus C. So A means 12, divide, B means minus 4, C means plus 2. So I have already explained the part inside the bracket. We should do the simplification first. So here minus 4 plus 2. So minus 4 plus 2, it becomes minus 2. So 12 divided by minus 2. So we should remove the minus sign from the denominator. What is the technique? Multiplying minus 1 in the denominator as well as in the numerator. So 12 into minus 1, minus 12. Minus 2 into minus 1, it becomes 2. So minus 12 divided by 2, it's 6 times. So answer is minus 6. So left hand side, what is the value? Minus 6. Now go to the right hand side. This is the right hand side. So RHS A divide B plus A divide C. So what is the value of A? 12 divide minus 4 bracket close plus A means 12 divide 2. So 12 divide minus 4. So 12 divide minus 4 plus 12 divide 2. So 12 divide minus 4. So minus 4 is there. So it's minus 4 into minus 1. 12 into minus 1 plus 12 divided by 2. You can cancel 6 times. So 12 into minus 1, minus 12, minus 4 into minus 1, plus 4, plus 6. So 12 divided by 4, you can cancel, it becomes minus 3 plus 6. So what is the answer? 3. So right hand side, after simplification we get 3, and left hand side it's minus 6. So since minus 6 not equals to 3, so 3 and minus 6, these are not equal. It means what? Therefore A divide B plus C not equals to A divide B plus A divide C. Verified. So this type of questions are very important, so you should practice. So first of all, you should do the left hand side and right hand side separately. After that, you just check whether the values are same or not. So in this case, left hand side and right hand side, these values are not same. It means A divide B plus C not equals to A divide B plus A divide C. So let's move to the question number 3. Write 5 pairs of integers A comma B such that A divide B equals to minus 3. So I'll give one technique. You can easily find out the pairs of integers using this technique. So we have to find out the integers A and B. Now first of all, you just take a value of A which should be divisible by 3. Any value you just take. Suppose if you are taking A equals to 12, so A equal to 12, 12 is divisible by 3, so you can take A equals to 12. Now how can you find the value of B? So since A divide B should be equals to minus 3, so simply 12 we should divide by minus 3. So 12 we should divide by minus 3. So it becomes 3, 12, 3 4s are 12, remainder is 0. So minus 3, when you divide 12 by minus 3, answer is minus 4. So minus 4 should be the value of B. So A equal to 12, B equals to minus 4. This is one pair. So once again I am going to explain. So A divide B equal to minus 3. First of all, you just take a value of A which should be divisible by minus 3 or 3. So here A equals to 12. So 12 is exactly divisible by 3. Yes. So 12 we should divide it by minus 3. So we have already learned how to divide. So 12 when you divide by minus 3 we get minus 4. And this minus 4 should be the value of B. This is one pair. Similarly, suppose A equals to 3. A equals to 3 because 3 is divisible by minus 3. Now we should divide 3 by minus 3. So 3, it's 3 ones are 3, remainder is 0. So it's minus 1. So we have already learned how to divide this type of number. So when you divide 3 by minus 3, we get minus 1. So A is 3, so B should be minus 1. Take one more example. Suppose A equals to 6. Can you take 6? Yes, we can take 6 because 6 is divisible by minus 3. 6 we can divide by minus 3. So what is the answer? 3 2s are 6, remainder is 0. So answer is minus 2. So answer is minus 2, it means B is equals to minus 2. So this type of question you should practice, and if you have some doubt, then you just leave one message in the comment box. I will try to give the answer. And once again, thank you for watching my video. And for the next chapter, fraction, I have already uploaded many videos regarding the solution of the exercise, and which you will get in my channel. Kindly watch the video. Thank you.